Hi Libra, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective 2025 reading. So this is a little bit different to normal. Apologies that I didn't put a reading out earlier in the week. I was having some technical difficulties, so hopefully I'll get all of the videos out by the end of this week. But as this is collective, not everything's going to resonate, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find anything in this for yourself, please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. So the idea of this is we're going to go through what could be going on each month for you for 2025. Now this is obviously just a timeline that is going on currently for the collective. It's not going to necessarily fit for everybody, but it will fit for some of you, and you may find some months are more relevant to other months, as obviously it's collective, so it's not going to fit 100%. So please only take what does and leave what doesn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a card for each month. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards as well for each month for you, and then we'll look at your major challenges for the year, and we'll also look at some advice as well for you, along with getting any other oracle cards that may be able to help you along the way for the year as well. So I don't want to take anything just yet. So Spirit, can we get some cards please for what's going to happen for Libra for 2025? Can we get 12 cards for Libra for 2025 please, Spirit? So already you seem to have a running theme. Ooh. Say a running theme. You've just got you've had 2 4s pop out so far. So you may see signs and synchronicities through 2025. If you are, don't forget to check them out, just in case your spirits and angel guides have some messages for you. It usually means you're on the right track, but sometimes there's a message that they just want to give you just to keep you on that right track. Can we get 4 more cards please, Spirit? Okay, and 1 more please, Spirit. That's too many. We only want 1 for the end of the year. Come on. I mean, it looks like you've got a very good December. I can see world cards, judgment, new beginnings. That's if we take all of them. But I only want 1 card. Pretty sure. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So the overall energy we've got is judgment on the bottom. That is in the reverse. So potentially it could be suggesting that there may be a bit of a decision that is being delayed throughout the year. It might be that you are currently not looking to fulfill your potential. You might be trying to ignore certain things that are due to come up throughout the year. But it is overall, and that is just something that can change at any point. I'm not really too interested in loads of people look at the bottom and go, yeah, that's your overall energy. But because it is something where at any point during the year you could change course and direction, it's not really a massive thing to have that on the bottom, because it is something like you go through January. If you face certain challenges, you could completely change the course of the year for you. So yeah, I'm not 100% too bothered. So a lot of you might be bothered about that card at the bottom, but to me, it doesn't really say that that's how your year's going to pan out, okay? It is just potentially that's, if everything goes on track and you don't change courses, it just suggests that you might not be facing certain truths throughout the year of 2025. But yeah, you could be coming to or not making any big decisions on certain things as well. But I don't really see that too much. Right, let's get into this. So January then, we do have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. So suggesting to me that you may be feeling a touch of unhappiness potentially in January. Maybe you're falling out, maybe a lack of stability here. The Four of Wands can suggest a separation from a potential long-term relationship as well when it's in the reverse. So potentially you may have a little bit of separation at the start of the year. Maybe something happens over Christmas and you're looking to potentially separate, or you may be separating at the start of the year. Now it could be that you're going into a new job as well. It could very well be that you are looking at starting something brand new for the year. So very much suggesting that something that you may have found quite stable and comforting in January will be coming to an end, or at least it's going to be out of harmony. It's very much a suggestion that you will not be celebrating something in January, because you don't feel like celebrating. It feels like things are at a bit of a standstill, not particularly stable, like I say. A little bit sad as well. When the Four of Wands is in the upright, it's very much a card of celebration, happy unions. It's suggesting that you're not wanting to celebrate in January. Now, it could be something as simple as you trying to do sober January, because it is very much not celebrating. And a lot of the time when people do celebrate, they drink. So, you know, it could be very much going sober for January as well. So if it's something where you may have relied on alcohol to get you through certain things, obviously it might give you a sense of stability. So this could be you not indulging. But yeah, so there's definitely something that is going to be changing in January for you. Something that may be taking you out of your comfort zone. Now, some oracles to clarify along with this. We've got push to the surface. So you may have become complacent, you may have been stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. We also have a B, community. So you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So potentially, again, like I say, something changing there that you feel, you know, you're opening up to things very much, you know, pushing to the surface, experiencing new things and finding new abundance in your life. We've then got the labyrinth and we've got the enchanted forest. Now, do bear with me while I find these. I've ended up, because they're all over the place, in that there's a little tiny book that comes with these. And because the messages are all over the place, I've photocopied them into gigantic pages so that I can try and find them a bit easier. So apologies if I take a little bit long while I get these, but it's not going to be as long as it would for my other ones. So the labyrinth then represents life's journey, complexity and discovery. It suggests a period of navigating through complex situations, urging you to trust your intuition and find your way through. So very much, again, going along with pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, going into something new that you may not have been looking at before, something that you're going to find abundance in. And then the enchanted forest then embodies magic, mystery, and unexpected encounters. It suggests an adventure into the unknown, encouraging you to embrace the journey and the lessons it brings. So potentially whatever this stability is that is ending for you in January, it's going to push you into something that you're not used to. You're going to be going into the unknown. I'm surprised there isn't a moon card there as well, but this is very much giving me that moon energy that you don't necessarily know what's coming forward. So it's very much embracing that, you know, moving forward into the unknown, embracing the unknown so you can carry on. Now in February then we have a Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this could go two ways. This could either be you releasing things from the past, potentially things that you found stable. So if this was a relationship or a job, this is just signifying that you're going to be parting ways potentially, or releasing energies that you've been holding back that have caused unhappiness. Very much you just releasing. Now it can also signify that you may be losing some money as well. That Four of Pentacles, when it's in the reverse, is very much you giving money away. It could be that you, if you're not careful, you could potentially be scammed. It is very much losing money as well as giving money away. So it's losing a bit of money, losing that a bit of stability potentially. Something that you found was keeping you stable, something that you may have been holding on to for a while, hoarding. Now it could be that you're just going to be doing some big sort of purchase, but it could be that you're purchasing something for somebody else as well. It is very much a card of, it doesn't have to be just loss, it can be you giving things away. So for some of you, it will be you giving gifts away, you giving money away. For others of you, it could just be that you make a silly purchase, or you might get scammed. So be very, very wary of that. And for others of you, it is just you releasing excess baggage, releasing people that you may be holding on to that no longer serve you, releasing certain attitudes that you've had from the past, potentially, like I say, releasing whatever this is that's causing upset in January, this lack of stability. You could be releasing all of that. Now, the cards that we've got to clarify them. So we've got your inner desires, which sets some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. We've then got squirrel, always prepared, which is very much Four of Pentacles. When you're hoarding on to things, you're always prepared. So you're the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. So if it is something that you are losing money, don't worry too much. Make your plans, set your intentions, and you'll get everything that you need anyway. And then we've got guiding light as well. Let's get the guiding light one. Oh, and it's still hard to find. I'm not very good with these. Guiding light, guiding light. So it represents guidance, mentorship and direction. This card assures you that help is available, whether through person, a sign or your inner wisdom. So very much, again, you've got the double fours here. So potentially there are going to be signs around you that you need to pay attention to. You might have inner wisdom, but also if you are losing money and you're not sure what steps you need to take, you know, and how to plan your way forward, there are people that you could potentially reach out to help you with that as well. Especially if it's something where you have been scammed, you can, you know, reach out, potentially contact your banks, make your steps forward on how you regain that money and move forward from it. Now in March then we have an Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is very much suggesting to me that you're going to be starting something new and creative. This could be you getting into a new relationship. It could be a new friendship. It could be a renewal of something, or it could just be you finding something that you actually really enjoy. Maybe you're going to be taking up a new hobby. Very much suggesting that whatever it is, it's going to be bringing you some emotional fulfillment. And it is something that you can really get into as well. Something that you would find very fulfilling, very emotionally fulfilling. And yeah, something that you will enjoy being creative with. Now we've got quite a lot of the spirit of the animal oracles that have decided to jump out with this. So we have got distinctive potential. So rely on your faith and your knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realise a goal. So potentially this is something very new that you not 100% sure whether it's got the potential to go the distance, but this is saying hang on there. You know, it will get better. You know, you've got potential in whatever it is you're starting. It is something where it will go well if you just hold the line. We've then got Lion, higher calling. So you have within you you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So very much making the right decisions for you and your family, for your soul tribe as well. Letting go anything from the past. So just reiterating here things that you'll be releasing. We then got Peacock, vibrancy. So you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize brilliance. So don't go peacocking around. Try not to showboat it too much if you're getting things good that are coming into you. Make sure that you stay grateful and have that grateful attitude. And more good things will come into you. Don't, let's face it, show-offs tend to show off, and then I want to say it's nice to see them fall on the face. It's not nice to see them fall on the face. We should send them lots of love and light, but sometimes they show off and then something tends to happen, and then they get all depressed. And so try not to show off. Keep a grateful attitude for things, and you'll just bring more into yourself if you're very grateful and humble with that. And then we've got polar bear, mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities and carry the shaman within you. Now, this suggests to me that you could be going through some potential trouble, or maybe there's some, I want to say, drama that could come along with this Ace of Cups as well. So maybe there's past people that might not like it, and that could be why it's telling you not to rub it in their faces. Maybe you meet somebody new, and somebody that you may have fallen out with in the past, is still feeling a bit sore and a bit bitter about it. Now, it could be that you finding a new job opportunity potentially, and it's suggesting don't rub it into your old colleagues, that you're getting on a lot better. Don't, keep the doors there. You don't want to get the door slammed in your face, because you never know what's going to happen in future. It might be that you want to try and pull people along that you worked with into your new workplace. It could be that things happen and you have to go back. So, don't close all your doors. Try and keep them open. Try and be as humble and as grateful as you possibly can. And then we have the Herald's Call as well. Let's get the Herald's Call for you. Where is the Herald's Call? So this symbolises announcement, signifying news and beginning of a journey. It indicates the arrival of important information or a call to action. So again, something new that could be coming in. Now, this could be somebody approaching you with some sort of new opportunity, and that could be very much what this Herald's Call is. Just reiterating there that there is a brand new opportunity that is going to be something new and exciting for you. Then going into April, then we have the Lovers. So this is suggesting to me that you've got a bit of a choice to make in April. Now, this could be with other people. It could just simply be with a job. So this could be a new opportunity coming in, and then you've got a choice to make. Now, the Lovers is very much a card of choice. It can be very much a card of a successful union, but it is very much you making that choice of things. So it could be that you're making a choice between two people. It could be that you're making a choice between two careers, for instance. And it's you making the decision that you feel is right for your soul, very much having that union within yourself, knowing that you've made a good choice. Now, this could simply be that you are meeting somebody, like I say, and it could symbolise that you are meeting a soulmate of some sort. Now, whether you want to call it a twin flame or not, I don't know. But it does suggest that you could be meeting somebody that you feel could be your significant other, possibly your divine counterpart, in April as well. Maybe that's what this Ace of Cups is, and you're developing it, and you're realising that actually this could be something a bit more significant for you. So we have seeing both sides. Take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective. So potentially, if it is something where you've got to make a choice, you may need to just take a step back from things and have a good look into it. We've got Moose with wisdom. Let your head and your mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So potentially if you are making a decision, it could very much be that you need to listen to your inner wisdom, potentially let your intuition guide you as well, making sure that you're following your heart and you're using your feelings to help guide things here. We've then got whispering winds and we've got rising sun. So let's get these for you. Where are they? I thought I had it then. Clearly not. Okay, so the whispering winds then symbolises messages from the unseen, communication and the power of words. It invites you to listen closely to the whispers around you, be it advice, warnings or insights. So very much helping your intuition guide you from using your spiritual insight. And then we've got rising sun representing new beginnings, hope and the dawn of a new opportunities. When this card appears, it suggests a fresh start or a new chapter in life, encouraging optimism and trust in what's to come. So very much suggesting that whatever this decision is, this choice is, it's going to be something that is going to be good in what's to come. It's going to fill you up with optimism and hope. If it's just that you recognise this is a significant relationship, again, it is going to give you hope and renew a sense of optimism for you. Now so January, February, March, I can't even remember what the 5th month is. I'm going mad. And that could be down to this card. So in May then we have the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles is a bit clueless. Clearly I'm channeling that energy with not knowing what the 5th month is. So you may feel like you could be a little bit clueless. You might not know what you're doing. In May you may feel like you don't know what way to go. You might feel like you haven't actually got a direction to take. Now this could be somebody coming into your energy. If it is, you're looking at potentially an earth sign, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus there. Now the lovers could be potentially a Gemini as well, just putting that out there. But yeah, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you could have somebody coming into your energy that is a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody that's a little bit clueless, doesn't really have any direction, doesn't really have much skill. Now it could just be that you're feeling out of your depth. You could be feeling unskilled. You could very well be feeling that you don't have any sense of direction. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. Maybe things are just feeling a little bit lax for you and you don't necessarily know what direction you want to take in life. Maybe things are that new that, or you might have hit a brick wall and you've sitting there thinking, well, what do I want? That is far too many cards, Spirit. But yeah, very much suggesting that in May you might just hit that bit of a blockade. So you might be just carrying on blindly, very much just following the path, seeing what comes up, but not really having any direction to go to, not necessarily having any end game, and just going with the flow very much in May, seeing where it leads you, because it just feels like in May you don't really... No, it's too many, Spirit. It just, yeah, in May it feels like you don't necessarily, how do I put it? It's like you're waiting for the next big thing to come up, potentially, and you don't know what to do in the meantime. So, like, when you hit, like, November, December, you've got the holiday season coming up. You know it's coming up. You get all excited. Partway through the year, you might have a birthday, unless you're unlucky like some people and have it on the same day as some of the holidays. So it's very much that you might be in that lull where you're just waiting for things to start happening. You might have a holiday in the middle of the year and you start getting geared up for that. But up until you get close to it, you get stuck and you get bored and you don't know what you're waiting for and you don't know what you do. So you're just kind of following along, going with the flow, not really aiming for anything, not really trying to make waves, just following it along. So we've got total submersion. So don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself into a project. interest or goal, give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. So that's what I mean by you might find yourself feeling a bit clueless and aimless. This is suggesting that you find something that you enjoy and jump into it, because you might feel that things are lacking here because you don't have anything to aim at, and it's telling you to find something to aim at. We've then got Swan, Grace. So you who glides across waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light, help me transform into elegance and grace, inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So very much suggesting that you find some sort of inspiration there, within beauty, nature, your own dignity, trying to transform into things, not necessarily going with the flow all the time, actually aiming at things and try and transform your life. So if you're feeling stagnant and like you've got no purpose, it's suggesting that you try and find something to aim at, something that you're going to enjoy, and transform that energy, transform it into something that's more purposeful, more meaningful to you. And then we've got the Seer's Crystal. So the Seer's Crystal, then let's get that one. So this signifies clarity, focus and divination. It calls for a clear vision and focus, especially in situations where the path seems obscured. So very much, again, not knowing where you're going, making sure that you have got a vision and a purpose. So finding that vision and purpose. So making sure that you've got something, otherwise you're going to be kind of spending the month being a little bit aimless there. So very much trying to find your purpose in May. And now in June, we do have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now the Queen of Swords in the reverse could suggest that you may be a little bit prone to manipulation in June. It could also be that you might have people in your energy that are lying to you, and you may actually be quite happy to believe those lies. Now, whether that's because you don't want to believe the truth or for some other reason, I'm not sure. But the Queen of Swords, when she's in the reverse, she's very prone to manipulation. She doesn't see through people's lies very much. She's also not the best communicator, so it could just symbolise that you might struggle with communication a little bit in June. But yeah, very much suggesting to me that there might be certain things that you need to get off your chest and you're not necessarily able to, or you feel unable to in June. Maybe you're too busy listening to other people and doing what other people are wanting you to do. And it could be something as simple as people trying to convince you to do things their way. But it does suggest that you may not be communicating, potentially not standing up for yourself very much as well. So we have Amble with contentment. So waiting rather than acting is going to be the most advantageous now. So it could be that you're just waiting to see what they're doing. We've got dive into new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what you are feeling about your current situation. So very much suggesting then that there could very well be some manipulation going on, but you might not actually be seeing it. You might be feeling it, but not seeing it. So you might have to do a bit of meditation, a bit of, I want to say overthinking, because sometimes overthinking things can help you find that clarity. Obviously, we don't all like overthinking. Overthinking can lead to a lot of overthinking, and you get stuck in that overthinking. I know I've just said overthinking a lot. I do apologise. But it could just be very much that you might even be lying to yourself there. That Queen of Swords in the reverse, it could be that you're doing a bit of self-manipulation there, not wanting to see the truth because you're not looking at it properly. And then we've got adrift in shallow water. So take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. So very much taking a look at what's around you, appreciating everything that you've got, all the little things, whether the sun's come out today, whether your washing's getting dry, whether you've got food in your fridge, that kind of thing. Appreciating all the small things that are going on, and bigger things will show up for you as well, but very much trying to reflect on things as well, having that gratitude, appreciation, having that gratitude or attitude of gratitude as that'll help you see things for what they are. We then got Orca Whale Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So very much suggesting that you need to have that bravery in order to free up any kind of misgivings that you're giving to yourself. We then have the Feather and the Pilgrim's Path. So let's have a look for these ones for you. Pilgrim's Path then represents journey, exploration, and life lessons. It encourages you to embrace the journey of life with all its twists and turns and a path of learning and growth. And then the Feather, where's that one? It's around somewhere. I do apologise. The Feather. So the Feather then embodies lightness, messages, and spiritual connection. It suggests a period of receiving messages from the spiritual realm or your intuition, encouraging you to pay attention to the signs around you. So again, suggesting that you connect to your deeper self, thinking about things as well, getting those spiritual messages if you're not 100% sure, connecting with your intuition and learning a lot more about yourself and the situation that's going on around you. Now in July, we have a Chariot in the reverse, suggesting that you are going to be feeling a little bit stuck. That Chariot there is very much suggesting that you're going to be in conflict between your heart and your head, and you might not necessarily know what way to go forward. Now, in June, it did say about travel plans as well being delayed. The Chariot is very much travel being delayed or not happening. So that could be a continuation from whenever that travel plans were being delayed. It is literally a card of non-movement. It is completely stalled. So it could be that you're hesitating on something. It could simply be that a holiday may be cancelled, some sort of business trip that you might have been going on may be delayed or cancelled. It could even be that you may have had a holiday that you were booked, or a trip to go and visit family members or something, and you're not able to do it. It could be that you were looking to move house completely, and that the sale might fall through, or it could be slightly delayed, especially if there's a chain involved and things like that. So we've got empower yourself, tune into your personal power. You are more than able to to handle the situation you're facing. Allow yourself to be strong, beautiful as the person you are capable of being. So very much suggesting that you power through. It's all going to get better. You've got plenty of strength reserves within you to get you through the situation you're going through. You're not going to stay stuck forever, okay? And then we've got Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So whatever it is that's you're feeling stuck about, whatever there's not much movement about, it is suggesting to me that there are solutions that you can find. You're not going to stay stuck forever. I've just seen 3333 as I was saying that on the timer. So that could be significant to some of you during the month of July. But yeah, very much suggesting to me that there are solutions that you can find. You've just got to be bold and you've got to be brave and to power through it, and you'll find those solutions. And then we have the Sacred Flame there. So let's get the Sacred Flame for you. I did see that a second ago. Sacred Flame. Oh, I really should write these up and put them in alphabetical order. There we go. So it symbolises passion, transformation, Oh, and I've just lost it again. Passion, transformation and purification. It calls for you to embrace change, allowing old ways to be burned away and emerge regenerated and re-energized. So yeah, very much you finding new solutions to things and doing things in a new way. Now in August then we do have the the Knight of Wands. So that travel plans could be back on with this Knight of Wands. It could be that there's some fast travel going on. The Knight of Wands is very much the action card. It is a card of forward movement, very much fast, passionate forward movement. You could have a lot of energy in August. It could be that you've got somebody fast and passionate moving towards you. You could be going towards something that you find a lot of passion for. It could just be that you're feeling very energetic in August itself. But yeah, very much movement. So you could be going on holiday, you could be traveling. All those travel delays could be clearing up, and whatever it is that you've been delayed from doing in June and July, you're going to be clearing in the road, and you'll be doing it in August instead. Very much doing it at a fast pace too. So we have looking at the underbelly. So be sure you're using the time in the best, or your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organise yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine tuning. So you might find that there's a lot going on in August. So make sure that you are using your time wisely and check out, make sure that you are updating whatever you need to update. Make sure that any big projects that you've got are done to the best of your ability. You might find that things work a little better with that little bit of updating. Maybe you're looking at decorating. Again, maybe it's something to do with some travel project that you're doing. Maybe you just need to readjust some plans and make it go forward. So whatever's been delaying things, you might find a solution that helps you move forward. So maybe you were looking at traveling somewhere by, I don't know, train. And for instance, I mean, in the UK, a couple of years, we seem to get a lot of train strikes. So maybe your travel plans are disrupted by train strikes. So in the end, you change your mind and you go by coach. It could be something as simple as that. It's changing the way you're looking at things, expanding, tweaking those plans, and it means that you can then move forward. So we've got Cougar, assertive. In silence, you find your power, claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So again, it's suggesting that this is another card of action. You very much moving forward, doing what you need to get the job done. We then have Cosmic Dance and Healing Hands coming out as well. So the Cosmic Dance then represents harmony, universal connection and the rhythm of life. It suggests finding balance in life's complexities and embracing the dance of existence. So you're well aware that things can be very complicated, and it's just working within that, very much embracing the complications and working your way through. And then Healing Hands then. Where's that one? Got it somewhere. So this one represents comfort, care and healing. It suggests a time for healing, whether physical, emotional or spiritual, and also receiving or giving care. So it could be that you're traveling to someone to receive or give care. Maybe part of this is that you're going on some sort of spiritual retreat, and that could be part of what your travel plans are. Maybe you're taking somebody on holiday, because taking people on holiday can help care for them. And very much suggesting that you're going to know exactly what you need to do, and you're going to be able to make the situation the best it can be. Now in September we have a Hangman, so you're feeling a little bit stuck again in September. Now this Hangman is very much suggesting to me that you might need to be looking at things from a different perspective in September. So whatever it is, it's suggesting that you are feeling a little bit hesitant on something. And that you might need a different perspective. Now it can just be that you're taking a breather. Maybe you're just taking a pause with everything that's been going on. You've had a couple of stagnant energies and then something very fast and very fast and passionate, very fast moving energy where it looks like you're having to do a lot. So it could just be that in September you're taking a bit of a breather, potentially a little bit of a time out to catch your breath. Now, for some of you, it could signify that there may have been a little bit of a betrayal as well. That Hangman can suggest that you may have been betrayed. Now, whether that is for some of you, well, it will be for some of you. I don't think it is for a lot of you. I think it's just very much you taking a breather, evaluating your next steps and what you want to do. I didn't realise there was quite so many of these cards that come out there. So we've got convey your meaning, reflect on the way you communicate with others and yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. So very much taking that pause to reflect on how you're communicating. Disengage from outcomes and let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry and any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So again, something that you potentially are pausing and reflecting on how to release things that you're still holding on to. Where you need to be, acknowledge how you're feeling, how faith in the universe will take care of the current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all that's involved. So again, waiting for things to improve, potentially just taking that step back from things, having faith in the universe. So not necessarily having a hands-on approach that you may be used to, but taking a step back, just letting it unfold as it needs to, learning to disengage from things, finding your inner meaning, and getting that balance, taking that time to do that. And then we've got be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance yourself. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. So potentially you may have been doing a lot of thinking about certain things in the past. You may be doing a lot of things about thinking about certain things in the future, and it's keeping you stuck. So this is where looking at things from a different perspective could jump in, look at things as they are from the now. Stop looking at things that have happened in the past and dwelling on them. Stop looking at things that could have been or can be in the future. It's very much recognizing that you're living in the now. You're not living in the future. You're not living in the past. The past's already happened. It can only hurt you as much as it's already hurt you. Anything else that's coming from that, you're doing to yourself. And the future hasn't happened yet. So don't worry too much about the future, because all those worries may never materialize. So very much live in the now. So, very much taking that step to realize that you don't need to, how do I put it? Yes, it's great to plan for the future, but you need to take the steps in the now to get you there. So it's all right having those brilliant visualizations of, I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to get married, I'm going to have kids, I'm going to have sports cars. But unless you're taking the steps in the now to get you there in the future, you're never going to get there in the future. So very much not fantasizing about things. Make it a reality in the now, And again, that comes in with the gratitude of things as well. Be grateful for everything that you've got in the now. Stop thinking and worrying about what you're going to have in the future, because, like I say, it might never materialize. We have Ladybug for good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being loved and being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. So again, talking about living in the now, very much embracing things that you are currently doing, not about things in the past or in your present. We have a moonlit path and we have the stargazer. So the stargazer then represents dreams, aspirations, and looking beyond the obvious. This card encourages you to aim high and keep your eye on your long-term goals, reminding you to keep hope alive. So very much live in the now, but be mindful of your long-term goals. Keep them still there in whatever it is that you're doing. But they are only goals and you have to get to them. So make sure that you're doing things in the now to get to your long-term goals. Like I say, it's not all I'm going to think about it and it's just going to happen. That's not how it works. Visualization involves you taking steps towards that as well, not just hoping for the best, you know. Let's get the, where's the stargazer? Keep seeing loads of other cards about stars. I've got the shooting star. Where is it? I've got a starlit cloak. That's not the one I want. Where is the stargazer? Oh no, that's the one I've just read to you. Oh, that's typical. The moonlit path then symbolises intuition and unconscious mind and guiding in darkness. And guidance in darkness. It suggests that you trust your inner voice and the subtle messages of your dreams and feelings. So very much, a lot of you might be sitting there dreaming a lot of things. If you are, take a journal down, write things down when you wake up, because you'll find that there's a lot of meanings that you might be missing in your dreams. It's generally your subconscious or your higher self giving yourself messages. But very much writing it down and realising that there's certain messages that are coming into you that you might be missing. And a lot of that could be about living in the now. Now in October we have a Three of Swords in the reverse. So it is suggesting to me that somewhere along the line you might have gone through a little bit of heartbreak. I'm assuming that that may have something to do with you living in the now. So whatever this heartbreak is, in October you're going to be healing from it. It's still suggesting that you're not completely over it, but you are almost healed. Now what that heartbreak is, it could be anything, to be honest with you. It could be anything from you potentially losing a job. It could be a loss of a loved one, loss of a pet. Maybe you do something and break your own heart. It's happened, you know. People do that all the time. It could be that you learned something new about yourself and you realise that you've been holding yourself back in certain ways. But it is very much suggesting that, you know, living in the now and doing whatever else it is that you've been doing so far, it's helping you heal from something. Now, whatever that could be, it could be, you know, whatever goes on in January and February, whatever it is you're releasing. You know, it could be that that's taking you a while to break free from, to heal from, and that could be why you've got so many periods of feeling a little bit stagnant, because you're still grieving, and it could be very much that you're just still getting over certain things that have happened to you. But definitely in October it's looking as though you are healing from a broken heart. So we've got shared inspiration then. So throw yourself into a new project, be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So finding things that give you emotional fulfillment will help with that healing, that heartbreak. And we've got single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So it could very well be that you've been following what other people want for you previously. It was up here with the Queen of Swords. I was saying about potentially being manipulated and you doing what other people want you to. This could very well be you breaking free from that, seeing things for what they are. You might have looked at it from a different perspective. You're seeing things for what they are and you're breaking free from that manipulation, and you're starting to take your own path, starting to learn things that you want, do things your own way. We've got a unicorn, infinite possibilities. I think that's a beautiful picture. So it says, you are the sovereign of the seen and the unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. And then we've got the summer solstice. So Not quite the month for the summer solstice, but you might just be celebrating it in October, maybe going for Oktoberfest. But yeah, so the summer solstice then represents celebration, abundance, and vitality. It's time to enjoy the fruits of your labour and bask in the warmth of an abundant life. So very much suggesting to me that you've been working hard. Whatever healing you've been doing, it is time to reap the benefits from that. So you've been doing a lot of hard work with your healing, and you're now going to start celebrating and feeling a lot more abundant from that. Now in November we do have a Two of Cups in the reverse. So there is potentially a bit of a falling out that's going to happen. Now this could be a separation between partners, so possibly, you know, if lovers is a new person, this could potentially be a separation. It may not be. It may not be the same people. This could be very much a falling out between any two people. I say any two people. Somebody involving you. It could be you falling out with a friend. It could be you falling out with a loved one. Family member. It could be you falling out with a spouse, a partner. It could be you just having arguments and disagreements with them. It's really you not seeing eye to eye. It doesn't necessarily mean complete separation and ending things. It could just be you having a bit of a disagreement, a bit of a dispute, not seeing eye to eye anymore. It could also be you falling out of a job, something that you no longer find emotionally fulfilling. So it could be any of those. Now, obviously, everybody will be a little bit different with regards to that. But yeah, very much signifying that in November something is going to happen that you're in disharmony with. So it's no longer going to be a harmonized union between you and something else or someone else. Oh, that's too many cards, Spirit. I'm not reading that many. That's half a pack. I'm sure you can find one in all of those that can cover all of them. Thank you. Now, it could be a continued disagreement that you may have been having with someone, possibly the person that you may have had heartbreak with as well. It could just be that it's carrying on a little bit there. Right, so we've got unexpected wonder. Now, I don't know about you, but that fish reminds me of Pinocchio. So magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. So potentially this falling out could be something that you may have asked for it and you might not even realise it. Maybe you've been praying for some sort of change, or you've been inadvertently asking for certain things to go a certain way. Maybe you've been hoping that you can break free from something or someone, and it's actually happening. It's very much suggesting that it is something that is actually going to be beneficial to you. So maybe this falling out could bring you, future strength, it's a lesson that you're learning, that you're going to learn from. So it is something that is going to benefit you in the long run. Now, it could be if it is with a partner or a spouse, for instance. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an ending of a relationship. It could just mean that you're going into a disagreement that could bring you stronger together, or together stronger in future. We have the wolf, the pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So it does suggest that you could be releasing things from your past. It could be people. It may not be people. It could just be situations and energy. So whatever it is that you have a falling out with, that you find, that you fall out with, you're not seeing eye to eye. It could just be that you're releasing that particular situation or whatever that is. It could be simply something as small as you bought the wrong shopping powder or washing powder at the supermarket and it causes your partner to have an allergic reaction. You're learning from it. You remember never to do it again. You release that energy of feeling bad and, you forgive yourself for buying the wrong thing. You may not have known, or you may have just completely forgot because you've been overwhelmed doing other things. It could be something as simple as that. Now, that's pretty specific, and I've got no idea where that came from. So if that resonates with some of you, please let me know. Whether you remember that in November, I've got no idea. But if you do, please feel free in November of 2025 to send me a message and say, remember that bit that you said about the washing powder? Because I've got no idea where that came from. So it's going to be relevant to someone. Yes, then we've got the Firefly's Glow, and we've got the Majestic Mountain here. So the Majestic Mountain signifies overcoming challenges, resilience and steadfastness. It's a call to remain strong in the face of obstacles, to view challenges as opportunities for growth. So very much like I was saying there about, it's going to be a challenge that you need to grow from, and it could be something where if you're in a partnership, it could be a challenge that you grow from together. It could be something that you grow from just yourself, and it could be that your relationship does come to an end, but it could simply be that you're just growing together and that you'll have a stronger relationship because of this adversity that you're going to be coming across. Now, the Firefly's Glow then symbolises guidance, small lights and hope. It reminds you that even in darkness there is light and guidance available, and sometimes the smallest lights are the most significant. So even if you're feeling really low and you don't feel any hope that is there, there is going to be something there that inspires you. There's always a bit of hope, and it's that little bit of hope that will keep you moving forward and finding ways of coping with things. There's always something little that you can get on with. So even if it's something, the big falling out, and you're trying to work out how can you make it up with this person, there's always something little that you can start with. Take baby steps. There's always something small, and you can work your way from that small thing. Now in December, we have the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords suggests to me that you may be keeping things a bit secret. You might be planning something in December. This particular Seven of Swords, he looks a little bit sinister if you look at that face. Now, I'm not saying you're doing anything that's going to make you look a bit sinister. He is somebody that he's a bit sneaky and deceptive energy sometimes, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's very much that you're planning certain things. Maybe you're planning certain things that you want to get away with. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything bad. It could just literally, maybe you're planning a party, a surprise party for someone, and obviously you're going to want to get away with keeping that a secret. Maybe you're planning a surprise getaway. Anything really. It's very much suggesting to me that you're going to be doing some planning. You're going to be keeping things on the low, potentially keeping yourself to yourself as well, and just really keeping things quiet to try and not sneak away, but get away with something. Let's see if we can get some clarity on that. So we've got gentle moderation. So take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. So it could be that you're trying to do something on the sly. Maybe you're trying to do something in the back that maybe this disagreement that you've had in November, you're trying to work your way around it in the background. But this is suggesting that potentially negotiation might be a bit better instead of forcing an outcome. We've then got Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. Take time out from the world and be an observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowledge. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Now, this could suggest that, I was saying that this is like sneaky, deceptive behaviour. It could be that you're given a secret by somebody and you're actually having to keep it a secret. And that could be while you're going about things, trying to keep the lowdown on things. It could very well be that you're just being interested with a secret. Now, that could be very much why you are needing to take some time out. Maybe this secret is quite a big one and it could have a bit of a burden on you as well. And that could be why you need to be kind to yourself, and it could take a lot from you. We've got White Stag, which is Protector as well. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Now, this suggests to me that somebody might be relying on you to keep their secret. It could even be that you feel quite protective over whatever this is as well. We have the harmonic scale, the starlit cloak, and the eclipse all coming out there. So let's get those for you. Sorry about this. Here we go. So the harmonic scale symbolizes balance, harmony, and the music of life. It encourages you to find balance in your life and harmonize your inner and outer worlds. Here are the others. Makes me laugh because one minute I've got these and the next minute they've gone. It's not very good. Where is it? I had the starlit cloak not long ago. So the starlit cloak embodies protection, mystery, and the cosmos. It suggests wrapping yourself in the mystery of the universe, trusting in its protective embrace. And then the last one we've got is the eclipse. Now I've seen that somewhere. Where is it? The eclipse, the eclipse. One second. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, I've got a whole new page that's been hiding away from me. How rude of it. Is it on that one? Yep, the eclipse. So it embraces transformation, concealment, and revelation. It suggests a time of significant change where something important is being revealed or transformed, urging you to embrace the change. So very much suggesting then that there is definitely going to be something that's being revealed to you. So it could be very much that you're having to keep things secret there, and these secrets that are coming out are not necessarily for you. Right, let's get you some of the oracle cards. So we'll get you some romance angels to see what is going on with you for romance during the year. And get one more. Well, we'll get two. So we've got worth waiting for. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. And worth waiting for, divine timing is at work within your love life. Let's get you... I'm going to get you some moonologies so we can see when are the biggest things likely to happen for you. So we've got a new start is coming, new moon. That could be any new moon, let's face it. We've got bringing love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, and a time for healing, balsamic moon. Right, let's get you, we want an angel of light as well, and then we'll get you an angel of abundance. We're also going to do you a witch's kitchen oracle, and then we're going to get you your biggest challenges and your advice for the month or for the year, or advice on those challenges, I should say. So your angel of light, then we've got opportunity. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. Drawing this angel card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it's up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities, and if you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be opened to you. So you're also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. Your affirmation: I am ready for all opportunities. Beautiful. So that's where I was saying that there might have been something, a lesson to be learnt, something that's going to be beneficial here in November. That could very well be what that is. A door is opening that was previously closed. So we've got savings then as your angels of abundance. As you constantly save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favour as you constantly set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and a path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So again, very much about living in the now and putting some of your now away for your future self. So a herb that may help you in the new year then, we've got cumin. So faithfulness. Let's get you the bit for that. So cumin then, a seed of doubt has entered your mind and you've been questioning someone's loyalty. As you look for signs of unfaithfulness, you too are reminded of a pledge you've made. Promises of fidelity and secret pacts rise to the surface, and your attention is drawn to a long-standing relationship. Fears of infidelity have risen, and a violation of contract causes emotional upheaval. Do not despair, for I am loyal to such a cause. My power guards against theft of any kind, including your heart. Sprinkle me on any dish for an earthy flavour that will keep you grounded as I protect you from deceit. My seeds put into bread and feed to the lover will keep love faithful and ensure that obligations are fulfilled. Loyalty and devotion are essential, my faithful friend, as you are reminded to be true to yourself and your magical beliefs. So go and eat lots of cumin, potentially eat a lot of curries if you like a lot of curries, because there's lots of cumin in those. And it'll help you stay faithful and spot faithful people that are around you, because I think in June you may potentially need it. Right, let's get your biggest challenges then for this year. Can we get the challenges for this year then, please, Spirit? Oh, flipping cards over at me. Thank you. So your biggest challenge this year then. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. So potentially no longer being single, not being independent, potentially losing money instability as well. When the 9 of Pentacles is in the upright, it's very stable, it's very independent, very successful. In the reverse, it's not very stable, it's not very independent. So potentially losing your independence there, and not being very stable could potentially be part of that. We have the Hangman in the reverse. So feeling a little bit selfish, not necessarily seeing things from other people's perspectives, being stubborn as well, the Hangman in reverse. So could very well be a challenge that you are, well, it is going to be a challenge, that an obstacle that you're facing. And then we have a Lovers in the reverse. So potentially making a wrong choice, or feeling like you've made a wrong choice, falling out with a potential soulmate, somebody that you really love, could be a massive challenge to you. Again, disagreements with loved ones, not being in harmony with them as well, all comes in with that. So they're your biggest challenges of the year. Very much losing your independence, being a bit selfish, or not seeing things from other people's perspectives, being very narrow-minded with your perspective and only your perspective, and having a fallout with somebody, making a wrong choice. Now let's get you some advice on how to deal with those. Okay, beautiful. So the 5 of Cups is so very much suggesting to me here that you need to let go of your sorrows and your regrets. You know, by all means, if you're going to be sad, feel the sadness, feel it, but then let it go. Don't sit and dwell in it. Try not to let any addictions or negative behavior influence you. We've got the devil here suggesting that there could be some negativity. It's very much some toxic behavior that could come in. So, steer clear of any toxicity. By all means, you may need to look after yourself, find things that make you passionate and go towards those things, but very much not necessarily binding yourself to things that are toxic. We do have a Magician in the reverse as well, so that's very much telling me that you need to try and find some confidence, because you might be feeling a little bit self-confident here. You might feel that you're a little bit unskilled for certain things, and you could be prone to being manipulated too. It's very much suggesting to me that you don't manipulate situations that are coming in. Don't let any toxic behaviors or traits that you may have manipulate yourself or the situations. And have confidence, because you have got skills, and if you feel like you don't have the right skills, you can go and learn them, but you do have what you need to turn a situation around. You do have what you need to restart certain things. You just need to find that confidence within yourself as well. I hope you enjoyed your 2025 reading, Libra. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. If you want to hear more from me, don't forget to subscribe. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Now, I will put the timestamps for each month on the video as well. So if you want to save this and come back to it again later in the year, feel free to. It will have, I should have said this at the start of the video. I'm sorry. But yeah, so there's going to be timestamps for each month, so you can revisit it and replay it whenever you feel like it. Thank you for sitting all the way through this. If you have, it's been amazing that you do that. Thank you for supporting my channel as well. All the views and all the subscribers are very much appreciated. You've been fantastic. Thank you very much. Enjoy the end of your 2024. Good luck in 2025.